Welcome back, guys, for another review video, and in this video I've got a 3D pen. And like pretty much every one of my videos, I get this stuff off of Amazon. So I pulled this off of Amazon, and let's see how cool a 3D pen actually is. Can I make 3D stuff? Is it going to be stupid? Maybe, possibly. Let's find out. So right out of the box here, this is the pen. Right in here is where you're going to be putting in your plastic reel. And you've got a little display up here, up and down, and a little tip here, a little warning saying this gets hot. So that's the pen. And then inside the box, we've got two different packs, which are just different colors, like pretty much everything. There's black, blue, orange, yellow, red, a bunch of different colors. These are PLAs. I don't know if you can see that on there. That's PLA. That is one of the types of plastics that you can use for this. It also comes with two of these little grippy kind of silicone covers, so you can, it's not to go over here, just to let you guys know. This is like a thimble that you put on your finger, so when you're doing this, you're not actually touching this hot part. We've got a little scraper spatula. This thing is for the stencils that it does have in here. You're just gonna use this to kind of like scoop it off so it doesn't, get stuck on the thing and you can peel it off. You've got your power supply that I've already got set up. You've got a stand like that for when you're not using it. And of course, you've got the stencils in here. I think these are pretty cool. You've got a handful of stencils you can use, front and back. And then you've got this clear plastic film. What you're supposed to do is you pick one, like I want to make this weird bunny looking thing. So you put the stencil over it like that. Then you take your pen and then you start drawing it, fill it in, make the different pieces, put it together. There you go. That's when you get the little spatula thing and you scrape it off of this stencil. And then you have some sort of green-faced bunny thing. Okay, so I'm gonna get this plugged in now. The charging port is right here on the side of it. So with the included thing, you can see on there, it says PLA. And that is the one that I want to have it on because I'm using the included PLA. You can switch it over to the other one, ABS, that's what it is. The ABS plastic, you can get reels of ABS and also use it in here. So if you do need to change it between the PLA and the ABS, you just hold down both of the buttons and it's gonna switch over to ABS. Press it again, it goes back to the PLA, which is what we have. So to get this thing heated up and started, right now it's just plugged in and you've got the little light up here that says, hey, we're on PLA, we're plugged in, things are ready to go. So to get this thing heated up, because right now it's not hot, nothing's happening. You're gonna press the down button, and now we've got the red light going on here, and this thing is going to start, right now what's that, 40, 50, that's degrees. That's it, heating up on the inside. Once it's ready to go, then we can load the filament up top here. I don't know why, but you want one color, and everything's reeled together. So you've gotta slowly pull it out, the whole thing. They give you a lot of colors. They give you a lot of plastic, but I don't know why they're not separate in any way. It just keeps going. There it goes. Boom. So that's one color, and I'm gonna try to do this for each of the colors that I actually need. Okay, so I've got some colors separated out, laid out, and I've got my pen over here, got my squishy little silicone finger protector guy. Got my stencil here. I'm gonna try to make the weird bird thingy. I don't know how I'm supposed to connect all these things, but here's the pieces that you can make, and then once they dry, maybe you stick them together to make this thing. I don't know how they're supposed to stick together though. I guess we'll find out. So once it is 200 degrees or above, the green light will turn on. So it's ready, it's heated up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the filament. You have to make sure the filament is cut flat. It can't be all janky or weird looking. It has to be cut flat, or else I guess it'll get bound up or something. I don't know, I've never had a problem with it. But it says make sure it's flat, so it is flat. So we're gonna go into the end. It's at 200, and we're gonna press the down button, and it's gonna start feeding. So there we go. We're gonna put it in the end, and it's gonna start feeding through. Now there's two different speed modes. This is gonna start coming out here soon, but there's two different speed modes, and if you double click the down, you see it says 2-1. And there is some of the old stuff that I had before. So right now it's on the slow mode. Double click it again, it's gonna say 2-2. That's the faster mode. So I'm gonna go to 2-1 for the slower mode. Okay. This is a lot lighter than it looked. But now that it's flowing, I'm gonna get this thing started. Okay, and once we're done, I'm gonna try to fill in these little gaps here in between. But once you're done, what you can do is just hit the down button once. And once you hit that down button once, then that is going to stop it. See, I'm at 185 degrees on here, and it's basically come to a stop. So, of course, I've got all this janky stuff up here when it just started, so I'm just gonna kinda, well, I guess I'll snap that off in a second, but we'll put this right here. That's that. Kinda remove that extra stuff. That's still pretty toasty, but it's not super hot. So, if you can't just slide it off, that's when you get the scraper. And we're gonna scrape this off. There it goes. There you go. You've got a solid piece here. Bottom side's nice and flat. Top side's really textured. You can definitely tell this was a lot lighter when I just quickly went over it, and this one's a lot thicker where I spent more time on it. So the thickness does matter. It's gonna make a difference. Something I do need. I need to grab some scissors. All right, we're gonna chop that off. There we go. That is one piece down. Many, many more to go. So let me finish this up and see if I can make a weird colored bird toucan thing. So while this thing idles and I was talking, I had it set in here, it cools down and it doesn't keep that constant temperature. So you're gonna have to hit it again until it's green and it's ready to go again. All right, so now that I've done the two colors that are on here, the two blues, I'm done with the blue. So in order to take this thing out, you gotta press the up button. And now it's going to back out this filament. There we go. And see, now you've got this long string. So next time you use this, just make sure you get some scissors and chop that off so it's nice and flat. So that one's done. I'm still at 200 degrees right now. So just like next color that you want to do, if I want to do the red one, I'll grab the red. I'll hit the down button to start flowing through it. It's gonna grab it and then it's gonna start flowing. All right, so I have everything done. There we go. These are all of my little colors, everything that goes into place. So I guess technically I'm done. There really is no instructions on how this template works, but I have all of these made for the bird itself. But some of the things, like the body needs to have the eye, so I guess there needs to be a hole, but there was no hole there. Not really sure how that works, unless there's white in between there, which I guess makes sense. But in order to get this stuff, I guess, like together, like for the beak, there really is no way for that to go together. Plus, I think it might actually look better if you flip it around, because that's the flat side. I don't know how to put this in. I'm thinking there might be a way to get this stuff stuck together, maybe if I use like the pen tip itself, because that is pretty warm, the tip, and you can I guess melt stuff on there. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. I'm gonna see if I can get it hot enough to melt. It definitely does start to melt it. I guess it's stuck together. So now I gotta see if I can melt this together, which I really want it to melt together so it's actually one piece instead of like a weird puzzle piece that actually doesn't fit together. So let's see if I can melt the top of this blue to the underneath of that yellow. Oh, there you go. I guess that works. So I'm gonna flip it over so it's at least flat. Yeah, I think that'll work. Just use the tip to kind of melt things together. See what I can do here. And done. Okay, there it is. Doesn't it look exactly like the picture? I think I did an amazing job. What do you think? All right, so for this review of the 3D pen, if you do want this, I will link it down below, like all my videos. But now that I am done with everything, I don't know, it works, you can do things with it, but there's something about the flow of it. Like you can see from the things that I've done here, it's very obvious that you can see the lines that you've done, and I don't know, the speed of it. Sometimes it's too fast, sometimes it's too slow. Even with the two different settings, I feel like one's more of a fill, so you can fill these big areas up in the middle, and some of them are slower for edges, but sometimes it's too fast, it's too slow. I like it because it's a 3D pen and you can actually do stuff like this, but the quality of the stuff that you can do with it is not the best. I've never tested any 3D pen, so I don't know what the other ones are to compare it to, but this is what you get with this 3D pen. So I will see you guys in my next review video, or my next car video, or my next random video. Who knows? I'll see you next time.